Hello everyone, Ashley back with Uncomplicate Ed. This is going to be our first video on how to start using algebra tiles in our secondary mathematics classrooms. Specifically, we're going to be looking at how we can set up our students for success, starting with our first lessons with algebra tiles in as early as 6th grade and moving all the way through pre-algebra and algebra. In today's video, we're going to look at the very first lesson I might use to introduce algebra tiles to my students. The first thing I need to do is have a common definition of what the algebra tiles are and their values in my classroom. So right here, I have a 1 unit square. On my kit, it has yellow on one side and red on the other. One shows positive, one shows negative. And then my longer green on one side, red on the other for me is 1x. Of course, we know that as just x. That has to happen first. The next thing I'm going to do when I'm introducing algebra tiles with my students is I just want them to represent equations. That's going to be step one. So let's say that I've got 2x plus 1. That's it. I'm going to show this problem, and I want my students to use their algebra tiles and the key in order to represent this equation. I'm going to have them start working, and I'm walking around. Now, what I should see, right, is I say, how many x's are there? Well, there's 2. Okay, so 1, 2, and then we've got a positive 1. I think they're going to be surprised that it really is just that easy. Yes, it's just that easy. Okay, so I might switch it up a little bit. I'm going to change the sign of this 1. I'm actually going to make it a negative 1. How would I change this? And I ask my students, how would I change this to now represent this equation? Hopefully what we see is all they need to do is flip that friend over. Okay, so now we've got our negative 1. Okay, continue with a little bit more. Let's say that I've got negative 2x. What do I do then? Flip it over. I'm going to do a few problems like this using different numbers, using different signs, so that my students are getting comfortable with just using the representations, again, that we've agreed upon as a class. Thank you for joining me on this lesson. Stay tuned and subscribe so you can catch all of the videos and how to use algebra tiles in our mathematics classrooms. Thanks.